Recently, I watched one battle after another, and let me tell you what happens. The story kicks off with a group planning an audacious operation with the intent to create chaos. They are organizing logistics, discussing routes, and equipment for a massive demonstration. The energy is charged as the troops gear up, determined to make their revolutionary stance known. You can feel the tension rising as they prepare to execute their plans. After the planning phase, the group swiftly moves into action mode. They infiltrate a guarded area, quickly subduing the gate guards. Their coordinated efforts highlight their serious commitment to the cause. The sense of urgency in their actions demonstrates that they have trained extensively for this moment. As they push forward, the tension only escalates, showing the danger involved in their mission. The group, now deep into the facility, lays out their revolutionary mantra. Declaring their mission and the injustices they seek to address, their intent is clear. Their actions are not just about theatrics, but a serious bid to send a message to those in power. The echoes of their chants reflect the boldness and defiance rooted in their cause. Their voices resonate with conviction as they continue their charge. Amidst the chaos, the characters take a moment to acknowledge the palpable energy. One of them muses on their shared cause while setting up their equipment with precision. They discuss the intricacies of their next steps, underscoring the serious nature of their operation. Tension mounts as they prepare to ignite the spark of their revolutionary fire. The air is thick with a mix of urgency and determination. The group is in high gear now, coordinating simultaneous detonations. They've strategically placed devices and are meticulously planning the timing for maximum impact. The operation turns into a well-rehearsed drill, with each member knowing their role. Their dedication to the mission showcases not just chaos, but a calculated form of rebellion. The members stick to the plan, highlighting their unwavering fervor for change. Reflecting on the chaos, the group members find a moment of respite. As they briefly regroup, they contemplate the significance of their actions. It seems the impact of their revolutionary deeds weighs heavily on their minds. Despite the external mayhem, there's a calmness in recognizing they've made a bold statement. The silence is momentary but pivotal, marking a rung in their relentless journey. Emotions take center stage as individual struggles become apparent following the initial chaos. One character expresses feelings of invisibility and isolation, grappling with the weight of personal sacrifices made for the cause. This moment of vulnerability adds depth to their revolutionary spirit, reminding them of what they are fighting for. Their internal conflict reflects the emotional toll of the insurrection. It's a raw, human moment that grounds the narrative. As the dust settles, the revolutionaries proudly proclaim their identity. They assert their power, declaring their intention to dismantle oppressive systems. The intensity in their voices speaks volumes about their resolve. They channel their anger into the momentum needed to keep fighting. As the group reasserts their mission, the scene becomes a rallying cry for continued defiance. Consequences are becoming apparent as one member acknowledges their intentions to a superior. They confess to the destruction and chaos they've unleashed. Their candid admissions underline the seriousness with which they carry out their rebellion. Despite the potential repercussions, there's a sense of resolve in their voice. The dialogue spells out a commitment to their cause, unabated by the looming consequences. The narrative shifts tenderly as characters regroup and prepare to move forward. They assure one another of their dedication to the mission, motivating each other to persist. In the face of adversity, there's an unspoken promise of support and unity. Their bond is a testament to the depth of conviction that fuels their cause. In these brief moments of quiet, they fortify their resolve to continue the fight. The operation intensifies as authorities begin to react more forcefully. Tensions spike with heightened security measures and increased scrutiny on the group. Despite the pressure, the protagonists stand defiant, unshaken in their resolve. The environment buzzes with the potential for conflict as opposing forces converge. Each side braces for impending confrontation, with the group's determination unwavering. Conversations transition to more personal stakes as past memories collide with present conflicts. The characters confront personal demons, grappling with the deeper implications of their choices. These dialogues reveal a nuanced layer of the story, where private struggles meet public rebellion. The narrative begins to weave both personal and revolutionary battles, indicating that their stakes are intricately tied. It becomes a journey of self-discovery as much as of defiance. Community dynamics are explored as characters adjust to a changing world. Teachers discuss the lineage and influences of significant leaders, fostering a sense of understanding about their roots. The scene acts as a reminder of how history shapes revolutionary motivations. There's a concern about younger generations inheriting the struggle. The conversation hints at the cyclical nature of resistance and the perpetual thirst for justice. A shift in focus reveals the system's intricate web and those looking to uphold it. Characters in positions of power engage in clandestine conversations, revealing their underlying motives. Their dialogue exposes the structural tactics designed to maintain control. This perspective highlights an opposition equally committed to their own version of order. These interactions set the stage for the clash between the entrenched and the insurgent. Interrogation practices surface as authorities search for cracks in loyalty. Questioning becomes a tool for those in power to gather intelligence and enforce control. The measured exchanges expose both tension and resilience. Emotional currents run beneath the surface, reflecting the deeper stakes of the rebellion. Deliberations become a test of allegiance, emphasizing the psychological warfare innate in such conflicts. Ethical tensions emerge as characters wrestle with moral dilemmas. The conversation reveals internal fractures regarding methods and goals. They grapple with the price of their revolt and its impact on others. These self-reflections highlight the moral complexities of sustaining a resistance. Even in moments of introspection, the resolve remains strong, anchoring them through the ethical quagmire. Communication breaks through the tension as messages begin to circulate. Plans morph into code words and covert exchanges, echoing the need for secrecy. The group's operations rely heavily on these covert methods to stay ahead. Amidst the chaos, there's a methodical approach to maintaining their resistance. The use of coded language underscores the espionage tactics required to drive their cause. Strategic shifts are in motion as new locations are targeted. The group's agility is showcased in their ability to adapt and engage. With precision, they pivot their plans to counter incoming threats. This adaptability underlines their survival instinct and cunning. As events unfold, the strategic veneer reveals a more intricate layer of their operation, emphasizing resilience in the face of adversity. The impact of rebel activities trickles into domestic life as tensions rise at home. Parent-child dynamics reflect the broader clash between rebellion and order. Characters grapple with dual identities, balancing familial duties with revolutionary duties. This personal turmoil reflects the emotional burden of their cause. Lines blur between personal and public, highlighting the relentless demands of their dual existence. Stepping from the intimacy of home to the open world, new tensions arise. Characters navigate transportation and communication while maintaining their cover. The public facade contrasts sharply with private intentions. Through it all, connections strengthen, solidifying bonds within their cohort. These interactions showcase a day-to-day life underscored by secrecy and strategy, where every moment could be a risk. As coded words exchange among trusted allies, tension mounts. Trust becomes a rare commodity in the group's cautious world. Establishing connections is critical, requiring careful negotiation and precise dialogue. Despite fragmented scenarios, the team strives for unity. This scene underscores the importance of trust in a network fraught with deception and impending danger. Amid the frenzy, the connection between past and present becomes a lifeline. A reminder of shared history offers hope amidst the turmoil. Ancient signals foster a sense of solidarity, aiding them through uncertain terrain. The past illuminates their current journey, offering guidance from learned experiences. In these moments, the congruence between history and present becomes an emotional anchor. In the heat of chaos, an unexpected refuge is discovered. Harrowing encounters unfold as they navigate their desperate circumstances. Their environment offers limited safety, turning even temporary shelters into significant havens. Adrenaline and desperation accompany their every move. Even within small victories, the path remains fraught with dangers as hope battles despair at every turn. Amid growing tension, communication remains critical for survival. Key information is transferred under duress, requiring coded language for security. The urgency and risks associated with these conversations cannot be overstated. Every message carries weight, measured in trust and betrayal. The necessity of stealth communications highlights the complexities of navigating a world that demands both secrecy and solidarity. The tension peaks as the authorities close in on the group's location. Officers conduct raids with heightened aggression and military precision, searching for their targets. Characters are on edge, aware that their every move could be tracked. This environment of tightening security spotlights the ever-present threat they face. Time is of the essence, as both sides edge closer to confrontation. Allies gather covertly, revealing the network behind the resistance. A strategic meeting unfolds, emphasizing connection and coordination. The camaraderie and shared mission are palpable in their interactions. Despite the chaos, the group holds firm, bound by loyalty and shared conviction. These quiet moments highlight the trust within their ranks, bolstering the collective spirit of defiance. Intense questioning tests allegiances as authorities probe for weakness. It's a psychological dance, with each side testing the resolve of the other. The pressure cooker environment demands quick thinking and unwavering tenacity. Even in desperation, strength of character guides responses. This cat-and-mouse scenario exemplifies the mental fortitude necessary to withstand interrogation in such high-stakes circumstances. The resistance retracts into secrecy as new strategies take shape. Members consolidate plans while maintaining a critical wariness of infiltration. Their adaptability is central to their evasion, demonstrating creative and fluid tactics. Staying steps ahead of pursuers becomes paramount in their survival strategy. This adaptability proves vital as they navigate their complex web of resistance. The group must rely on desperate improvisation to keep pace with escalating events. Quick decisions reflect the agility required to adapt under pressure. Despite limited resources, their resolve pushes them towards eventual triumphs. Rapid thinking defines their operation in the face of mounting threats. These risk-laden maneuvers underscore the importance of precision in unorthodox circumstances. Conversations return to code as reliable methods of communication emerge. Interactions hinge on recalled phrases and recognized voices for verification. The need for caution means that only the clever survive. The coded dialogue maintains trust in exchanges amidst the chaos. Communication evolves into an art form, sharpening both wit and focus to demanding degrees. Throughout ensuing upheaval, determination is reasserted through loyalty and memory. Familiar faces mingle with whispered names, enriching the narrative. Interactions converge around humorous recollections as tension is momentarily broke. In a world of duplicity, trust relies on shared history and mutual recognition. These threads weave richness into the larger tapestry of rebellion, grounding the operation's members in something more substantial. Strategic locations pivot once more as revolutionaries balance safety and exposure. Mapping new routes becomes crucial, with unknown threats lurking. The constant recalibration forms a backdrop of ever-present threat assessments. Commodity worth is the only solid metric available for navigation. These calculations unfold the resilience and cunning necessary for maintaining the upper hand in wily terrains. Temporal decisions cascade as plans unfold with deliberate timing. Methodical interactions signify the meticulous nature required for security. Imperfect recollections mingle with seismic operational shifts. Precision ensures they remain nimble against static odds and dynamic actors. Even when beset by obstacles, they tread inexorably forward, guided by determination mixed with awareness. It's all hands on deck as the tension scales towards its maximum. Increased activity and the need to operate in unison present challenges but also opportunities. The explosive nature of their endeavors requires confluence, showcasing their cooperative spirit. Yet uncertain as the next moves become, dedication underscores these moments. It marks the thrilling coming together of successive waves into a decisive crescendo. Coordinated efforts thrust operations into overdrive. Unity and coordination elevate the shared mission during this critical juncture. With sharp angles and practiced maneuvers, they leap to action. The scenes harness brisk cutaways, punctuating the energy coursing through each individual. Rapidly fluctuating decisions and subsequent adjustments become the norm as structure seeks to soften chaos. As the plan forges onwards, uncertainty remains thick. Calculations and strategies become crucial under growing stress. Each meeting sharpens awareness against vulnerability. Precision unfolds as guiding principle amid turmoil, with strategics conveyed across private whispers. Their flight ebbs away from pressure in a steady retreat, nurturing moments of reflection amidst jockeying tensions. Pressures mount anew as authority assertions prompt reactions. Responding authoritatively, lines become drawn in the sand. Situational insights combine as stakeholders interpret forthcoming maneuvers. Chuckling over memories yields answers to some decipherable inquiries. Strengthened mutual recognition steadies and aligns mutual accommodations under shared burdens. Regrouped efforts breathe life into subsequent actions as shared paths are carved anew. Negotiation becomes the script of their survival as facades dissolve. Reliance measures even tentatively establish refuge away from prying gazes. Targets filtered through calculations rival pressures hues exercised across pursuits. Gathering intelligence in times of preparation for retreat fortifies sources, nurturing repository foundations reverberating aloud. From reflective positioning back to actionable realms, successive steps follow recent preparations. Strategy commits warranted resources into proper spaces, prompting befitting aerial coverage. Series of shifting alliances recombine across operations, being unleashing prescriptive harmony. Radioed communications relay pertinent counsel necessary for unrelenting momentum. Architecting reliable security foundations spans appropriate considerations for evolving tactical modules. Now fused into easing respite, dynamics steepen within perceptible opposition, showcasing continued ingenuity. Provisions undergo requirements within angled calculations through courier facilities. Constructive small battles find resolution in traversals with specialty councils relaying synthesized formulations. Communicated blueprints capture paths across entrenched routes, sustaining wary expectations. Focal challenges remain abiding, individually nuanced across alignments, scrutinizing pattern traces. With tactical arrays within focus, calculated chemistry reveals alternative channels emerging within strategic layers. Developed operational pacings redraw empowered positional support. Flexible culminations reveal critical decisions preceding necessary retreats. Conservation roles span arrayed posture within surging guidance, recalibrating familiar momentum allowances. Processed layouts assess equable communications, now emphasizing a return to